This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders. Today is May 12th, 2022, and this is our Thursday video. Closing out close to the week here. One more day of open market. Market was a pretty interesting day. Gave you a nice ride both directions, so hopefully you're able to catch at least one of those directions. And we also want to talk about kind of where we're headed now. Are we going to bounce here now that we put a new low in? Or do we have somewhere else to go first? So let's get into it and talk about it. Again, this is not financial advice, just information for your purposes. This is something that we're doing every day. Just want to share with you what we're doing, what we're trading, and invite you to join us and participate in trading and learning how to trade if you're new to trading. If you go to finwealthlive.com, you'll find a link to our Discord. It's free. Where we post our numbers before the market opens, what we're looking at and what levels we're trading and when we take profits. And you can also find a free video out there as well, free training video at finwealthlive.com. So please join us and let's get right into it and take a look at the market and what's going on. So Dow Jones closed down 0.33%, NASDAQ 0.06%, and S&P 500 0.13%. I was looking to see if these market makers were going to get us to the top here. They, you can see here that they rallied at the end of the day, and Nasdaq barely got above a positive. S&P 500 was pretty close. I thought for sure they're going to, push it up there. I was on a trade. They're trying to ride that up there to the very end, and they didn't quite make it today. But that doesn't mean they won't make it and push through tomorrow. So good to see a nice bounce off the bottoms there. And find that the bulls came in to support that area in the market and continue. Let's get more into the charts and see what's going on. But before we do that, look at the heat map. Heat map, you can see Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Tesla all kind of lost a little bit today. Amazon did well, but just kind of overall mix across the board. If you look at our small caps here or a scanner, you can see that the scanner really didn't have anything that really hit there. Just something to be aware of. But let's go ahead and look at some charts here. But before we do that, let's look at the fear index. So fear index, we'll close this, sorry about that. Fear index, we are at 6. So this is pretty much as far as you can get down on the fear index. You're almost pretty much down extreme fear to 0. I don't remember seeing it to 0 before we get some type of bounce or recovery started. So it'll be interesting to see if we hit 0 before that happens. I am expecting some type of relief bounce at some point. But is that tomorrow or to close out the week? It's hard to say. I don't know where the market wants to show that it's close out the week. Does it want to show it close out the week at the very bottom and at lower low than today, as it has the last 3 days, or does it want to go ahead and start to bounce? So, but just something to be aware of. Extreme fear. When there's extreme fear, usually that's when you hear the time is to buy. Just something to keep in mind. And again, looking at the max pain, and this is just looking at the S&P 500. Max pain would be if the S&P 500 closed at 410. That would be a run from today if we're going to do that in one day. So it'll be interesting to see, do we create the max pain for the entire market, or do we create the max pain for just part of the market here and close out maybe below 400? If we do close below 400, basically that means all these guys probably lost all their money, and these guys either broke even or lost some money as well, especially on this top end where they bought these calls out here and they're expiring. So a lot, and that's what the market does. It wants you to lose your money, and so this max pain is just kind of a reference of, kind of where would be the max pain for the market. So 410, but we're at 393 area, so probably not going to hit that unless we just have a huge rally and gap up tomorrow. It's possible, but we'll see. So just keep an eye on that VIX in the market, and we'll see what's going on. So on Thursday, we had the initial jobless claims. So you can see that they're pretty close to expectations. This is actual, and this is forecast. So you can see here, actual forecast pretty close on jobless claims, and then continuing jobless claims, 1.34 million versus 1.39. So that, to me, that was close enough. Not really a big reaction in the market. We did pull back down to a new low, but we bounced off of that at the end of the day. So that means, still pretty strong out there. The bulls are not ready to give up the market. Friday, don't really have anything that I'm interested in on the news, but these are the items that are announcements that are on Friday. So I don't know if that's of interest for you, but for me, at least gives me a heads of what's going on in the marketplace. Looking at earnings as we wrap up this week, we have NYC. Not going to be paying attention to that one, so not really anything. So this, again, not much for this week. Next week, Home Depot, Walmart might be pretty good. Target, Lowe's. Sometimes these have given me good runs. Sometimes you just don't move a lot because they've already moved before the market. But those will be our next week look ahead. So that's our earnings. Looking at Apple, I put most of these charts back to a day chart just so you can see the support levels easier from a day-to-day perspective. And you can see here on Apple, 137.69, that was our support line. We came close to that today. Do we tag it tomorrow morning and then head up after making a new low and tagging that level, or do we blow through it? It's hard to say, although we do have kind of this little doji here, which is indecision, which means basically Apple's ready to go either way, either direction. Tesla found support, bounced off at 700, it got below 700, but 700 was the area of support. It did bounce off that, like we talked about in the video. That should have been support for us. We're above that, so that's good. We'll see if we can hold that up and move up. 756 would be the level we got to break next if we want to start to rally back up. So we might be in a zone here, or we could possibly rally tomorrow. NVIDIA, you see NVIDIA kind of indecision as well. Really, our support is down here at 150. If we can break it back above this candle here, 166, we could make a run for back towards resistance areas, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Netflix, it's on daily chart as well. Just, continue to put in new lows. We put a new low in, but we closed above that low. So we'll just see if we can hold this and maintain it. Just still looking for, a pop at some point for this to try to break out again. Facebook, you can see Facebook sitting here. It's not quite at the lows, but that's a possibility as it continues to kind of creep down here. It's kind of like in this 185 area and bounced off of it. So we're at 191. So we'll see if we can rally back up towards the top of this candle, or if not, maybe we'll break down to support down to 169. Oxy spiked down below, but it's closed back up above the 20. So I'm still strong and bullish there. Definitely join our videos and like us if you find these videos helpful for you. We try to do these every night, at least Sunday through Thursday, just to give you an idea of what's going on in the market, what we're looking at, and what things we see that may affect your trading. Looking at the 10-year yield, you can see here that we on this daily chart here, we kind of broke back down. We're right below the 20, so the bond's coming down a little bit and kind of broke that support level. So what that means to me is we could rally, even if it's a short-term relief rally, we're probably close if this is coming down. And we did break support, so I like to see that. That makes me think, maybe we get a bounce here in the market sometime soon, even if it's temporary. Looking at the dollar here, DXY, you see here, new highs. 104.75 just continues to elevate here. That dollar just keeps on growing. So that's not good overall, but we'll see what happens over the next few days. XLE, the energy sector, big tail candle. So we'll see if this, lets us rally up here. You see last time we had a big tail candle, got a rally up and then another tail. We just kind of chopped back and forth here. That's kind of what happened here. So we'll see. We got to really kind of break and hold, above this $178 level tomorrow. Hopefully we can. That gives us a better chance to run next week. The VIX, so we're kind of consolidating flat. So towards the bottom, this $31, but really need to get below 30 if we're going to want to rally tomorrow. So we'll see if we get a gap down on the VIX tomorrow. And at the SPY, so on the daily chart here, we talked about this support area last few days here. 383.90 is our last line of support. We did kind of come down. We did come down there, hit and bounce off that. That's good. That means the bulls came in to save the market. So that's a good sign. If we do come back down here and break this level, then we could be coming down. On a weekly chart, you can see down here the 200-day moving average is around 361. So that's a possibility. But if we can hold this and rally up tomorrow, maybe we can rally up towards 400 or even like 410 up here where we got resistance. So if we did 410, that would be max pain for the market, and that would be their ideal scenario to close this out the week. So just be prepared to take advantage of that if we do get that pop. Triple Qs coming down here, our next support level was this 279 area. We did have a low here, 284.94. That's a possibility as well. But that's kind of where we came down today. So we'll see if we can hold this level and bounce off of here for triple Qs. Semiconductors. Coming down this low at 215. If we break this level, then the next level down is 210. So we can go to a weekly here. Maybe that'd be better. So you can see here kind of some support area here where we kind of bounced before. So hopefully that'll provide some support. IWM 166.25. We haven't reached that yet. Came pretty close and then bounced away. So we'll see if we come down, bounce and tag that, or if we just ride right back up to 178, which would be the 200 moving average. Financials on a weekly chart, you can see here, this is our trend line that we're coming right into. Just almost tagged it today at 32. So hopefully we can tag that and move on, and hopefully that's it. If not, if we break below, this 33 level, then we could be coming down to, $30 at the 200 moving average. XLV, so healthcare, just kind of consolidating down here. We haven't quite gotten down here, this 123 area or 124 area. That's where I'm expecting to be able to find support and bounce off. Gold broke through this 1830 level, and now 1780 kind of comes on the docket. You can see kind of where we kind of hit that before. So that would be the next place where maybe we get support for gold. Bitcoin on this weekly chart, 200-day moving average, spiked it, pulled back up and closed above it. That's good. That's more of a bullish sign. So we'll see, we're getting back over 28,000. So we'll see if we can rally from here. 28.6 is kind of where we were at over here back in June of last year. So, if that can be support, then maybe we can get a bounce here. And Ethereum coming down to the 200 at 1624. We talked about this in our video as well. So we'll see if we tag that line and bounce off of here. So coming right back into support. So that's our cryptos, our stocks, things that we're watching in the marketplace. Definitely join our Discord, and you can find the links down below for our website, finwealthlive.com, and join us. Let's make some money together, and let's close out this week strong. We will be bringing a video to you on Sunday for prep with some stocks that we're looking at and some levels that we'll be looking at as we come into a new week. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you later.